Just look at how packed this place is, man. Crazy. Shit. Nerve sensitivity is definitely higher. Don't feel so foggy. I don't feel so tired. But pain levels and nerve sensitivity is up. And I could not sleep properly last night. Yeah, my muscles were aching and nerves were hurting to a point where I just like, yeah, I couldn't sleep properly. It is now 11:40. I have class at 1. Plenty of time. Nothing else. Fingers, toes, everything hurts. Not too bad, but definitely a lot worse than the last 1 week or so. Even when I was sick last week, like the nerve sensitivity and pain levels weren't high. Muscle aches, yeah, but nerve sensitivity, and that's an issue right now. Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna make my coffee. While I do that, check out this latest song that's stuck in my head. I think it's been in the vlog once.
I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn. But I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other.
It's now 1:02, which means I am 2 minutes late. Need to get to LT 606, I think. Like now. Oh look, it's Monet.
It was a crush. Now I might have wanna said too much.
What was I saying again? Alright, yeah, nothing in particular, right? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not sure whether I articulated how crazy work was yesterday. The shift was mad. It was by far one of the toughest, most packed, fast going, like non-stop shifts. It was really both physically taxing and mentally stressful. Yeah, so crazy. I didn't have dinner. All I had was my bulletproof coffee at I think 5:30 or 6. And that was probably the last break, and the only break I took was like 10 minutes just to make it. It was mad. I'm not sure whether I survived because of the bulletproof coffee or because I just needed to keep going. So, just waiting for my next class. Starts in about 10 minutes. It's actually not the tutorial I'm allocated to. I'm actually allocated tomorrow at 11, but it's the only class I have. So I'm gonna try and get into today's class. Lecture seemed open to it if the class isn't too crowded. It's actually a floor below. I came up here because it's less crowded. Yeah, so about the tutorial I was speaking about, the lecture was also today. It's leadership in Asia, quite an interesting subject. I wanted to check out the lecture, and I was very interested. It was very the lecturer definitely puts a lot of effort into it. It's not like reading word for word of the slides. In fact, a lot of what she says isn't even on the slides. I mean, the way she explains it, which is really awesome. We talked about a lot. She talked about a lot of things: leadership, trait leadership. She even mentions dark leadership, which is very interesting because I've been thinking about dark leadership. I just finished watching House of Cards, so that was very yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'm actually going to make a good, solid effort to attend all the lectures I can. Similarly to how I felt with TV studies and film studies. If a lecture is boring and I feel like the lecturer is just basically repeating what they have on their slides, I don't see a point in attending. But anyway, yeah, so it was a good lecture. I really enjoyed it. Although 2 hours, like 1 hour in, my focus was waning. My mind was getting a bit not foggy, just getting a bit fatigued. It's like my focus was waning. Yeah, then after that I had my international business lecture tutorial. Today the tutor did a case study on IKEA, just showing us how to do a case study, and quite okay. It was interesting. The case study on IKEA was interesting, and I didn't realize how big they were. I didn't realize this was up to 2010. That up to 2010 it was still privately owned. I don't know whether I think it still is privately owned. But yeah, I think halfway through the tutorial I downloaded the IKEA catalog app on my phone, on my iPad, and while I was waiting for that, because it's taking a bit long because the Wi-Fi here sucks, I actually just went online and looked at the catalog. The timing is very interesting because at the same time that we're doing the case study at IKEA, the last videos I've been thinking about my room, if I want to add anything, how I'm going to rearrange it, because I've moved it a lot as you've seen in the vlog. couple of times here, not a couple of times, more than that. But there's still a few things that annoy me or just feel like inefficient, and I'm just trying to figure out how to best use the space. Yeah, that's what, like an idiot, I entered the wrong class. I was in there like 5 minutes. I was like, shit, am I at the right one? That was quite a fun class. It was very introductory. We played this game. This is what we had to write on a piece of... Oh, wrong way. Where am I going? It was a good class. We played this game. 4 pieces of information, 1 false. Yeah, so that was fun. So that's about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. There's this passage, I'll show it here, in the IKEA case study that reminded me a lot of certain members of my family. For a second I thought about checking out one of the clubs, but I always join up a couple of and never go for any meeting. Oh, look who I bumped into. Okay, I didn't actually bump into him, we planned this out. See what Jason? I succumbed to weakness and I'm going to check out the clubs. I looked at the cinematic club. And then of course I went to the gaming club.
5, 6.
I didn't go for a single one last year. So guess what? There's a star event going on there. We had to park outside. At least Nick got to park here. I had to park that side. So I snuck into one of the Honda Accord shuttles and out here. Vishal's there. What?
It's very clean. Hello.
How are you?
Hi, welcome to Honda Media Dinner 2016. Happening next door.
Very uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever heard someone tell someone that they're handsome in a bad way. It thinks Vishal got shy for a second. He thought it was a compliment.
It's true, right?
So Vishal is really handsome in a bad way.
Don't make the same mistake I did. Start with a longer length and then trim your way down. I'm Quantum Punjabi, so this shit will grow back in 12 hours. But you may not be so lucky. It's been a public service announcement.
It's been a while since he's played up the quarter Punjabiness. It's been a while. Looking at this guy, he's talking. I have also found Vishal. Can you see him? There he is. And now I'm bored.
That was not choreographed.
It actually wasn't. So apparently whatever it is that the reporters were here, the media people were here to hear, it's done, and now the food and the booze are out. Yeah, everyone is mingling and talking and networking. How was the event so far?
The event is good. After 5 years of service in Malaysia, the current Honda CEO, Yuichiro Ueno, is leaving for India, which is a bigger challenge because they do 200,000 cars a year.
Oh, that makes the graphic makes sense now.
Right?
I was like, Honda's moving to India?
He's moving to India.
Ah, cool.
Continue to support the good Hondas, which are almost all of them actually. Accord for life. I'm not biased, I am biased, I have an Accord. Our dreams.
Thank you everyone. We out. Honda.